Sometimes there are parts of your life that are just bigger than one project. In this video, we're looking at the relationship between the projects and the area database. What is an area and why do I need them? Well, areas are a part of your life where you have a certain role or responsibility. They're different to projects because they don't have end dates. For example, personal finance or health and well-being is an area because you don't ever stop managing your finances or looking after your health. They just keep on going. So projects are kind of smaller than areas, or at least you can have multiple projects in different areas of your life. For example, filling my taxes for this year is a project under the personal finance area, or a 30-day green smoothie diet is a project under health and wellness. To get your area set up, we're going to start with another brain dump. Let's navigate to our areas page. Inside are two area tables, but notice how this one has a little arrow next to the title. This means that it's a linked database. Linked databases allow you to show the same database in different parts of your Notion workspace. It contains all the same information, but you can apply unique views and filters. The changes you make to filters and views will only affect that specific linked database. The original database is just below. Notice how it doesn't have an arrow. Okay, so they're the same database and they look a little bit different. How did I do that? Well, one has a filter for the tag business area and the other one has a filter for the tag personal. If you want to see all of the areas, both personal and business, then in the original database there's a list view. Here we can see all of the areas. Let's keep this in the list view before continuing. Like our projects brain dump, we're going to do an areas brain dump. Your database should be full of any notes which you think are areas, plus my suggested areas. Before continuing, delete any of the areas that I created which aren't relevant to you. Pause now if you need to. Okay, same again. Below, just create a bulleted list with /BU and enter. And then write out all the areas that you have an ongoing role or responsibility in. It can be helpful to think about your family life, your world of work, your studies. Remember, don't overthink it, because you can always just change and add them later. So some examples that I can imagine are health and wellness. One might be home renovations. Another is university studies. Another area I can imagine is marketing. Let's say I do website design and development, and the good old one, personal finances. Pause the video now and press play when you think you've covered all of the major ones. Great. Let's highlight all of those again and move them into the areas database. Now let's mark if it's a business area or a personal area. I'm going to toggle back to the gallery view. Nice. Now these areas are kind of boring and they don't have any covers and images and icons, so feel free to add those. And that's it for areas at the moment. Your workspace is nearly ready to go. In the next video, we're going to take a look at how to create connections across databases using the relationship database column type. This allows us to create connections between our projects, areas, resources, and archives.